It's okay. It'll be okay.
Hello, people. This is the Nijigas. This is the Niji podcast. Here to cover Love Live. I think this is what I think we're at episode 8 of the podcast, but obviously we're covering episodes 9 through 12. We're on that number because we covered 2 episodes on one podcast, and here we're covering 4. Um, yeah, So yeah, we watched 4 episodes of Love Live today, guys. And if you
It
can't
was
tell by my voice, I am dejected, underwhelmed, disappointed, any similar adjective that you could think of. How about you, EA?
literally, literally what happened these 4 episodes was a whole lot of nothing, but at the same time, a whole lot happened. I don't know how that even works, but it does. Like, everybody's having dreams, everybody wants to leave, but then stay, and then make music. I I definitely feel like the first season had us just kind of like really anticipate the second season being this really big season, but I don't know. There's nothing. Not that every story has to have like drama or anything to kind of like pull it along, but I think you said it earlier when we were talking. This is nothing but a filler season
Yeah.
with 3 new characters.
It doesn't feel like there's any, and it's not like the first season had this, because the first season was really about us assimilating everybody into the group. Even though that the group was already established, it was still some members weren't there, some members weren't, we didn't know anything about. So it was like finding out about those characters, and like I said, getting them integrated in the group. So even though there wasn't like a central thing or any drama really to follow, there was still something that you look forward to. Like every episode, we were thinking, okay, so this is going to be the Rena episode. Okay, this is going to be the Shizuku episode. But with
Yeah.
this season, there's still not a central plot. So we're focused on like it just comes off of random stories each episode, and it just, not to say that episodic means equals bad, but they haven't been engaging episodes in particular. Like, I guess we'll just start in chronological order. So episode 9 was focusing on Mia and Langzhu and their
Hmm.
individual stories, and basically the conclusion we got was them, or well, for Langzhu, it was she felt that her pursuing her dream pushed away other people, so uh she was on her Batman shit. I work alone, but then everybody chased her down, stopped her from going to her flight, wasted her money, and said, "You're joining us," and she joined them.
Just like that.
Yep.
It was because Mia made a song, you know. She made a song, and then all of a sudden, the power of friendship. I said the power of friendship would come back to bite us, and sure enough, it did.
Yeah.
And oh, why? Why does everything have to be the power of friendship? Why can't it just be, guys? I need to leave. I need to find myself. I need to do this on my own. But no, you can't talk me out of this. I'm going.
Yeah, for what we got in the last episode, with the idea that Ayumu and you had to pursue their dreams, and because of that they may drift apart somewhat. For that to be the idea of the last episode we just watched, episode 9 feels especially jarring because obviously Lane Zhu had some issues with what she was doing. It wasn't like she wanted to leave because that's just simply what she wanted to do. It was because she got discouraged, right? But
Hmm.
I mean, they didn't know that. I could understand Mia wanting to stop her, and I don't even remember her name. I've been calling her Mifune for so long that I don't
Yeah,
remember her first
Mifune.
name.
It's
I
fine.
think it's Shioriko or something like that, or maybe that's
Shuko or something.
maybe that's her sister. I don't know. No, yeah, it's Shioriko. Because they're closer to her, but everybody else, I mean, they don't really know Langzhu like that. So them stopping her from doing what she wanted to do comes off as weird because, like I said, episode 12 was about pursuing your dreams, doing what you want to do, even in spite of that causing like some rift or distance between your friends.
So that really, to be honest, kind of goes against everything they said in episode 9. Episode 9, stay with your friends. Don't do that. Episode 12, leave your friends. Follow your dreams. It's
So
like, what do you want me to do?
it's like you can pursue your dreams as long as you're in the Nijigasaki club. You have
Pretty
to join
much.
us first before you want to do anything.
Right. Don't you dare go off having dreams of your own. If
Yeah.
you're Nijigasaki, then yeah, you could do that.
Oh man, it's just it's odd, but they intertwine Lane Zhu and Mia's story. Mia, as we saw in her backstory, comes from the esteemed Taylor family, and because of that, that put pressure on her to perform at a high level. This included singing, which I don't know if she's talented at. I mean, they said that she could sing. I don't know, like she's great or anything, but it was more so like the pressure of performing on stage. It seemed like so.
Mhm.
So instead of just singing and performing in front of all those people, I guess she settled for just making music or composing music, and that's why her and Lang Zhu are a tandem in that she writes the music, she makes the music, and Lang Zhu performs it. So that's how they work. Which I said that they will probably be a duo because of Mia's talents and Lang Zhu's talents, and maybe there will be a sub unit between those two, along with Shioriko.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how everything plays out with those two.
Yeah. Fun episode. No.
I just the best thing about episode 9 was Mia doing English with a Japanese.
Yeah. I
Just
can't
just a
believe what
switch.
she's doing.
And then she would go right to I was wanting her to say just like full on sentences in English, which some were full sentences, but it was like she would switch right back to Japanese. I'm like, you might as well just speak English this entire episode, and that would be
Yeah,
kind
I
of cool.
know. Yeah, I'd be interested.
Or maybe she only speaks English when she's like angry or annoyed or something.
Maybe. It's kind of like, I don't know, if something is your native language and English is your second language, then all of a sudden you just get frustrated and mad and you just start going off. Ay, ¿qué pasa?
Go back to the roots.
Yeah.
So what do we think about the song that we got in episode 9? Because that was performed by Mia, and it was all in English. So
It was. Uh, I mean, it was okay, I guess. I mean, it wasn't anything like, I don't know, it didn't really stand out other than, like you said, the fact that she speaks English the whole time that she's doing it. But other than that, it just felt like just an average pop song that you would hear in any anime.
hmm, yeah, as a American, I liked it. It definitely wasn't one of the best things performed. Um,
America.
America. Um, so yeah, that was episode 9. I don't know if there's anything else I want to talk about with it. I
Mm,
guess like Rena was like the big factor in the episode. I guess we could say that those two are getting closer because they're close in age actually. Even though Mia's a
mhm.
third year, um,
What?
It's the fact that they said in a future episode that she's like actually in college too. I'm like, what? What the hell?
How is she in high school but also in college?
I as Love Live Nijigasaki writers.
Okay, well, I guess I won't get any answers then.
Yeah, because they asked her in one of the episodes. I forgot if it was 10 or 11, but they asked her like, or it could have been 12 actually. They asked her, "What are you going to do after you graduate, or something like that?" And then she was like, "Well, I'm already in college or something like that, but over in the States." And I was like, "Wait, what?" Like she's
Wow.
that much of a genius at 14? She's doing all of this.
She's super genius.
Yeah, sure. But
I mean, she helps people with homework in later episodes.
it's the burgers.
The burgers give her knowledge.
That has to be it. It's the burgers. I mean, I guess we got good representation that American is this smart. Usually, it's always like we're blonde, we're vulgar, we're
We like to
scumbags.
kiss.
Yeah, we're
We show a
sluts.
lot of affection.
Yeah. So I guess me is a good representation. So, um, or a flattering representation. So,
Yeah.
uh, I guess that's a good thing to say. Is there? They joined the group. So how do we feel about that? How do we feel about the addition of Mia Taylor and Lang Zhu?
I just knew that this was gonna happen. I called it. I like the whole series. They were like, "We will never join you. We will never, never." And then episode 9, they did. And it was just like, okay, that was kind of anticlimactic. I don't understand what the whole point of putting off joining the whole time was, just to have them join. I mean, I guess you got to have some sort of story, but I it's not like you thought for a second that they weren't going to join. You knew they were going to join like the whole time. So,
It
overall, I'm just kind of meh about it.
it
More
just
people.
yeah, it's and this is a problem that's showing itself in Love Live Superstar, which not started off, but it ended up in the first season concluding with 5 members being in the club, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this might end up being a good thing, even though Superstar was my least favorite at the time. I was thinking this could be a good thing because with 5 people, then you just get to focus a lot on individual characters rather than trying to balance what we usually get with 9 members. And then you got to think there's always like the rival characters and whatever character that may be focused on. So like I'm thinking with this, we already had 10 members, so that was already hard to juggle enough. But they were able to do that in the first season because, as I said before, we got those character focused episodes. Everybody had their shine at least.
Yeah.
But now we get into this season, and since we don't have that anymore, it's them trying to basically delegate screen time to everybody, and it's just hasn't been working. Because you'll see, because episode 10, I guess we could talk about that. Episode 10 was focused on Kazumi, really. Um, but because of that, you just don't get a lot from you don't get a lot from the other characters. Like they'll chime in one time just to let you know like what their gimmick is. Like I will make a pun, Kanata will talk about sleeping, Karin
Yeah.
will get lost, but that's it. There's just like, yeah, this is what we do. This is my thing. It doesn't
Yeah.
like
Pretty
it
much.
just feels hollow.
Yeah. Freaking. And if Kazumi's not the main focus, she always has to be reminded, "I'm cute. I'm the cute one." But yeah, it's very. Yeah, it just, I don't know. It just feels so weird and so out of place and just very different from all other love lives, and not in a good way.
Yeah. Mm.
Just very much just kind of lackluster this season.
So episode 10 was all about Kazumi wanted to prove her worth as the president of the club, which honestly, like I knew this already. Like I wasn't like, oh, Kazumi is the president, but I do forget sometimes that she is the president just because of her personality. And I thought the idea of this episode was good because, like I said, everybody also in the story has the idea that Kazumi isn't the president, or like Lane Zhu wouldn't have thought that she's the president based on like her immaturity and whatnot. So I thought it was kind of cool to see Kazumi kind of acknowledge, like, I'm not really respected as the president, so I'm going to try to make them see me in a different light. And obviously, yeah, no, no, she just doesn't have what I would say like the aura of a president, someone that you would follow like that. But I mean, she ultimately still has the position. It's not like anybody's going to take it from her.
Right. Yeah, she's referred to as a puppy a lot.
Yeah, so I guess that's going to be like the little banter between her and Mia, her calling her a puppy.
She is like a puppy though. She always likes attention, and then when she gets it, she's like, "Give me more attention."
Yeah. Yeah. I've always been a Kazumi fan, so
Yeah.
I think this was one of the better episodes. But I
Yeah.
wish they just went a little deeper into Kazumi's psychology, or yeah, her but like what was going on in their head, because I just feel like they just covered it on the surface level, because she obviously has a lot of insecurities when it comes to how she feels people see her,
Yeah.
and her wanting to be the center of attention all the time. They could actually add some layers to that, but they just don't. It just is
Yeah.
kind of treated as a gag.
Yeah, that's something that definitely writes itself. People that usually crave that attention are the most outgoing, cry the loudest type thing. It would be interesting to see them to actually like go deeper into that thought process and what makes Kazumi who she is, other than just, you know, like you said, like a running gag of just "I'm not this way." Grr, 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 grr,
Yeah.
grr.
And I don't really think they actually got to the conclusion I was satisfied with, because, like I said, she's acknowledged as the president because she simply is the president. I mean, like I
Right.
said, nobody's going to take that away from her. But the whole thing about the episode wasn't the acknowledgement of her position. Is really the respect that she feels that's supposed to come with it.
I
Is she
agree.
respected as the president? I mean,
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think she is, to be honest.
Yeah, so they never got to the conclusion of that within the episode, because I felt like that was what we were striving for with Kazumi. Because, like I said, if she's the president, everybody's just going to roll with it. There's nobody that wants that position like that.
Hmm.
So it's just they were going to roll with it regardless. But the whole thing again was the respect, and I don't think she has that. And I
No,
don't, I don't, I don't think
she's
that.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, and I don't think that she needs the respect. Like I don't think the episode should end with everybody going like, Kazumi, you are a leader, you're the best ever. Like, I don't think the episode has to end with that, but get to some conclusion to where it's addressed and resolved. Maybe they just get to the conclusion that, we're all individuals, we're solo idols, and we just come together as this big
I mean,
conglomerate. So we don't need a certain type of leader.
I guess they kind of did address it towards the end when you said to Kazumi, she was like, Thank you for a wonderful weekend. You are the best president and the best planner and all that. And then that's when she kind of became a little flustered, but like, you know, it just kind of automatically went back to the way it was, calling her a puppy and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. So it really wasn't, it was kind of there, but then ultimately it wasn't really resolved.
Yeah, they give her praise as the president, but I think what I'm looking for is more so of them addressing like the root of the problem, which was the fact that Kazumi felt she had to be a certain type of way. Because like I said, when you think of like a president or of anything, you think that they have to be kind of stern, maybe serious, somewhat. Um, I guess Kazumi does have charisma, but it's more in a endearing way. You know what I mean? And I think what I wanted out of the episode was for them to say like, Kazumi, you don't need to be this way. You can be yourself and still be our leader. You know.
That's right. Yeah, instead we got sleepovers with no pillow fights and them playing
Disappointing. Disappointing.
disappointing. And they played Pokemon Go, but with cats.
Yeah, I didn't even mention that. Yeah, it was pretty much Pokemon Go. I think they just called it Niji Go or something like that.
It's like, and didn't Rena make the damn game?
Yeah, so apparently Rena can make entire mobile games. And like this isn't a simple thing, by the
It has a
way.
geosphere, like GPS and everything.
Yeah, this is not simple technology. They keep brushing past the fact that Rena is doing all of this amazing stuff. Like she created an entire animation sequence that looked better than actual anime openings, like TV anime openings.
Mhm.
This is not normal stuff.
And then it's just like, it's all in a day's work.
Yeah, it's just like yeah, she's the tech girl. It kind of reminds me of how anime does this thing with certain characters where either like they'll fall into this trope of either they're rich or they're smart, and because they're either rich or smart, they get away with everything. Like if they come up with some elaborate plan that you would think, okay, how do they know all of this? It's because they're smart. Okay, how can they afford like owning an entire island? Well, they're rich. It's just like they never. It's just like they get this label, and then because they have that label, everything else could be excused. So with Rena, she could damn near build an entire fucking Gundam, and then we were supposed to be like, well, no, that's Rena. That's what she does.
Yeah, she just, she just makes these things out of thin air. Just, she's just so talented and smart.
Not to mention the fact that it takes money to do all of that. But fuck that. She's just she's a tech girl. Just just look at the Rena-chan board. Stop paying attention. Uh,
Well, I think it's crazy, kind of like what you said, how Kazumi, um, that whole aspect of expanding on her character wasn't the biggest issue of this episode. No, instead it was Langzu wanting to take a picture with
oh,
everybody.
I forgot about that.
That was the biggest issue this whole episode, and I'm like, really? You really think that they're going?
Oh.
They spent that whole time trying to save you from getting on that plane. Now all of a sudden you think they're going to be like, hell no, I won't take a picture with you. No, no pictures. You gotta pay for that.
Yeah. I mean, again, well, before I cover that point, Jay, me and E are doing this as a duo because this has to just be taught between us two. Um, but to talk about the whole Lane Zoo thing, I think that could have been an interesting thing as well because her being new to the group, they could have did it to where she doesn't feel comfortable with being in those big activities with everybody because she just doesn't know everybody well. But again, they just don't really go deep into anything. It's just Why are you being so bashful? Just ask for the picture, Lang Zhu. It's just, yeah, it's just a little footnote of the episode instead of something that could be talked about at length. So it's like the good stuff that they do give you glimpses of, they never get into it fully. And I think the reason is because of this big ass cast. If they had just 5 characters in the group, even if they just had their original 10, I don't think we would have some of these issues.
Yeah, yeah, it's way too many characters, way too little time to cover it all, and it just causes stuff like this where it just doesn't work.
Yeah. I guess the other thing to talk about is the fact that Shizuku has a big house, which I don't know if you remember this, but that whole thing reminded me of when in Love Live School Idol Project, uh, the gang went to Maki's house to write some music.
Yeah. And then she still believed in Santa.
Yeah,
And then Nico was like, still believe? Oh no, don't say anything.
in which that's another thing I think is lacking in the season. The comedy. It's just
Yeah.
I haven't been laughing with this season like that.
I agree. Other than maybe this episode, just because Kazumine is who she is, she's really the only funny character in this whole series, while everyone else is, "Muh, I'm so sad, muh."
I did. It was a couple of things I laughed other than the Kazumi stuff. I laughed at when Shizuku thought like she was some volleyball ace and just got
Okay, yeah,
smashed.
yep, that was actually really funny. Like, all right, I'm really good at volleyball. Just don't fuck this up, and bam.
No, I think what makes it funnier is that I think her theory was the fact that since she's so good at acting, she could act as a good volleyball player. That was her reasoning, I think.
And it's like that's not how it works. You know,
She was like, I had to get in the role. I'm the ace of the volleyball team, and it just fucking eats the
Yeah,
ball.
I'm playing Haikyuu. You
Yeah,
know, I'm the main person, and to her benefit, you know, she did bump it up in the air with her face.
yeah. I mean, it counts.
Yeah, I guess it worked. And then I just spiked it right into Kazumi.
Yeah, you probably don't want to play against I. You probably want a little handicap.
She's pretty good.
I this wasn't like really funny, but I like the fact that Kanata was just sleeping in Langzu's lap. Like she's comfortable to sleep anywhere. She
Even if
just
she
barely,
barely
yeah,
knows you,
she just barely knows her. She's like, yeah, I'll take a rest here.
just let me just borrow these knees for a second.
Yeah. So I do, like I said with the whole Langzu thing. I wish there was more focus on her bonding with everybody because everybody's having fun and whatnot. So it's not like we didn't get those moments, but I want there to be more focus on her getting comfortable with the group rather than the group is just already like all friends and everybody's cool. And I think Love Live Sunshine did a good job of that because one of the plot points in it was that Daya, who was the student council president a third year, her personality, she's like really high strung and um what's the word I want to use? She's kind of like the mom of the group almost. Like she's always on everybody about something like this has to be done this way, uh act proper and all of that. So she's one of those characters to where she felt less of a friend and more of like an authority figure. And I
Yeah,
liked what Sunshine did because she felt insecure about her personal relationships with everybody because she had that role, she had that she had that reputation. So they actually had an episode focused on her trying to be comfortable with everybody, and it didn't work out exactly. But I like that was a focus. Like that could have been a good type of plot point for Lang Zhu, to where she doesn't have any chemistry with everybody, so she's working out her own personality against everybody else's. Or
Right.
just simply, you could have did something where she's simply learning the quirks of everybody. Like, oh,
Mhm.
so puns are your things.
Oh, Karin, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah. Or like, Reno, why the fuck are you got this board on your face?
Right. Right. To me, I see. We should totally rewrite this whole series because that would have been more interesting to get to know these. Well, to have these new characters kind of interact with these new people instead of acting like they've known each other for years.
Yeah. And it feels like this season just didn't have the proper direction, you know.
Yeah. It's like the first one did so well, they just greenlit a second one and they were like, got any ideas? I don't know.
Yeah. And as I said before in previous podcasts, there was this whole drama thing that was supposed to happen between Shioriko and Setsuna, where she tries to
Oh my God. That
take
was
her.
right.
Wait, what happened?
No, no, no. I was just saying that was right because, like, you think she's gonna blackmail her because she found out she was that the president and Setsuna was the same person.
Yeah. That was like an actual thing in the games, to where she's trying to take her position as student council president. And just hearing about that sounds a lot more interesting than what's going on right now. And I think in general they kind of changed Shioriko's personality, because she doesn't really have one. Shioriko's
Yeah.
just a person. She's just there. Like she's not an unlikable person, but she also isn't someone that I could tell you much about her.
Right. She's just kind of there.
Yeah.
And to be honest, she almost kind of is in the same realm as Rina. Sorry, yeah, Rina-chan, because she doesn't seem to give very many expressions. She's just like, this is me happy, this is me sad, this is me afraid you're going to leave Japan and go back to China.
Yeah. She doesn't know how to emote.
She needs a board of her own.
Yeah, she might need one. Something. She has a fang though, so yeah.
Yeah.
There's your
Straight up.
personality.
Okay, the fang is what defines her.
It's what? So who are you, Fang? That's it. That's all
I'm
you need to
Silver
know.
Fang from One Punch.
Oh, yeah. You definitely need to read One Punch Man. It is getting crazy.
I need to. I heard it. Yeah, you tell me it's good. But I've been watching, or not watching. I've been reading Watamote, so I'm doing well with that.
Uh, since we're on that fuck, whatever. Since we cut away from that, I have been reading Dragon Ball Z, because I already read Dragon Ball maybe like a year ago. And I was talking to my other co-host on uh the Ox and Rat podcast, where we're talking about Kaguya right now, and we were talking about Dragon Ball, and he kind of taught me into getting into Dragon Ball Z. And I read it this week, I think Tuesday, like late night Tuesday,
Hmm.
and I'm already in like the Cell Saga.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. So that's what, how many days is that? Tuesday. Well, it was Wednesday, because I read it at maybe like Tuesday 11:57 p.m. So it was really like going to Wednesday. So it was like, yeah, it's been like a couple days, 4 days or so.
I want to say that's still freaking quick.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm probably going to end up finishing it by probably in a week. So maybe by next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday. And I am telling you, I am dreading going to the Boo Saga, because
Yeah, the Buu Saga is my least favorite.
Yeah, because I don't know how everybody else feels about the arcs, because I think everybody feels completely different about them. But for me, if I were to rank the sagas, I would say, and this is going off of the reread, it was different before, but rereading everything now, when I'm finished with the Android saga, I feel like it's going to end up being my favorite. So that
Android Saga is pretty good.
yeah, so it's the Android saga. It could change depending on how everything goes.
Hmm.
Android saga, Sand saga, Frieza saga, and Buu saga. That's going off some of my memory because I didn't get to the Buu saga yet, and I didn't finish the Android saga yet. But
When you when you get to the part where the dog gets shot, you have to you have to post on Twitter the whole catalyst of what led to the destruction of mankind.
yeah, and there's so many good moments in the Buu saga, but that arc as a whole just it's it has like it's so weird. It's like the most polarized. It has so many good moments because this is also like I think nobody's going to really agree with this too much. I love the Great Saiyan Man part in the Buu saga, and the reason I love it is because it fits Gohan's character perfectly as someone
He's a
who
big
wasn't.
nerd.
Yeah, he's a nerd. He likes to study. I know that was thrust upon him with Chi Chi, but he's never liked fighting at any point, really. He's never really liked fighting. But I think being like a superhero fits him so well because he can kind of take a break from, the school work and just actually help people. Because despite everything that happens in Dragon Ball Z, unless we have a world ending threat, nobody does anything about what the actual world has to hold in terms of crime or anything else. Nobody does shit. They just sit around a train. And it's like in the Saiyans or the Great Saiyaman arc, for me, it was like using your powers for the greater good without there being a big overarching threat, world ending threat. It was just everyday stuff. And I liked it. And I
Yeah.
think that was like the first time Dragon Ball Z had a good romance between Videl and Gohan.
Yeah. Yeah, I did like their romance. It seemed authentic. It wasn't Chi Chi constantly yelling at Goku to marry him.
Yeah.
It actually seemed legit.
Yeah, so there was some good gems in that arc, but there was a lot of bad. Oh, a lot of bad.
Mr. Satan.
I I I like him in spurts. I think he was too oversaturated in that arc, but I think if they were to utilize him less, I think he would have worked.
Yeah, I do too. One of my favorite lines was from the Buu saga where Gohan and Videl like leave because I don't know they're gonna go fight somebody. She starts flying, and Mr. Satan goes, "Why is my Videl flying?"
What did they teach you?
He's just like, "Why is she flying? Why is this happening?" And in Super, he's just kind of like there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least he's not as unsufferable as he was in Dragon Ball Z. God, in Dragon Ball Z, he was so annoying. I wanted when Trunks punched him in the face. I was like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, do it again.
Yeah, like I said, I think the issue was that he was just too much in there, and it was just kind of like, yeah, Great Saiyaman is a little too overbearing for me because the idea that this public figure was able to basically save the world at the end, I like that. I like that he was the one that pushed everybody to raise their hand up because, like, it enforces this idea that, like, you have someone who, like Goku, for all his flaws, he's still trying to save the world, but nobody gives a fuck. But then you have this celebrity, and then everybody's like, "Oh, real shit? Let me do something."
Yeah, essentially, he was the reason why the world was saved. Which, again, I gonna go on a tangent here. I still always am like upset by that because people are just like going along, minding their own businesses. They don't think that a voice in their head is strange. They're just like, I'm just gonna keep pushing my son on the swing. If
Fuck
I heard a
you.
voice in my head that said the world was gonna end, please put your hands in the sky. I'm doing it in like a nanosecond.
It's just like, fuck you, Esper, man.
You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna go get some ice cream. Yeah, that whole. But it's Hercule. It's not some random
Yeah,
voice
real
anymore.
shit.
Oh damn! Let me put my arms up. So dumb.
And then someone also mentioned that, you know, the fact that his name is Mr. Satan is kind of like ironic in a way, or I guess it's like on brand that Satan is the person to basically coax everybody into doing his bidding. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if that was intentional. I don't think it is, because it's Toriyama. He doesn't really
Honestly,
plan.
that'd be pretty clever if it was for Toriyama.
Yeah. But enough about Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z gets mentioned in every podcast we do.
It's true. It's true. It's inevitable.
It's only a matter of time. Just if we talk long enough, Dragon Ball Z is going to be mentioned somehow, some way.
Yeah. She wants us to watch the series, and I'm like, that's 291 episodes. I don't know if I could watch that many.
Yeah, I definitely would never watch the anime again. But reading it is so much easier. Because the anime adds a lot of reaction faces,
Yeah,
useless commentary. It's just a mess.
oh,
Yeah, it's always that too. It's he's too strong. It's that all the time.
I gotta blow my nose.
he can't get away with this.
Oh yeah. The power-ups alone last like half the fucking episode.
Yeah, I was so kind of shocked to see the Superman. The Super Saiyan transformation was literally just Krillin dies, Goku goes, what? Next panel, Super Saiyan. There wasn't any things shaking, rubble being lifted up into the air. It was no grandiose type of transformation. It was literally just Krillin dies, Goku reacts, Super Saiyan. Next page.
I mean, as much as I feel like it does hang on it a little long, it's still freaking awesome. Just by how when he finally does turn Super Saiyan with the white eyes and everything, it's just like, oh my god, he has become the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Or when he becomes Super Saiyan 3. And this is to go even further beyond. And his hair just grows really long and loses his eyebrows.
Yeah. Probably the ugliest.
I don't like Super Saiyan 3 as much.
Yeah.
I like 4 better than 3.
Oh, 4 just for everything that GTA is not. When it came down to that transformation, it is my favorite looking transformation.
It looks good.
And I just mean in general, it's my favorite looking transformation.
Yeah, it's like half Saiyan. It's got the ape hair and tail, and just it works. And they got like the red mascara under their eyes. It's really cool.
Yeah, it just looks like the final transformation. Like if Super Saiyan 3 was the final transformation, I would be kind of like, fuck.
Hell is this?
Damn. Jay donated 5. Yo, Satsuki, mind if I come up? Plus, love the hard work you doing. Keep it up. Appreciate it. But no, Jay, this is me and EA had to finish this alone because
we have to do it.
You don't understand the suffering. Like this has to be done between us two. There can't be any interruptions. No. This is our time. So I think we talked about episode 10 as much as we could. Or as much as we wanted to be honest. It's probably a lot more to talk about, but I don't think we care too much.
Nah, it's fine.
So episode 11 is titled "The Past, the Future, and Now."
Oh, it's so bad. It's literally a freaking episode where I guess the club is being recognized as an actual club, which I don't understand why it's not right being recognized as a club, because they had a freaking EDC festival and everything, but oh, it's still not a club yet. How? Just how? But now they're working on their homework, and they're going to. But by doing their homework, they're going to freaking make this next festival. And Karin was worried about the future the whole time, and that was it. Like seriously, that was literally the whole episode. And I was like, pretty bad.
Yeah, it's uh as I keep saying, they can do a lot more with these episodes, but they choose not to. It's and this to me was like one of the easiest things they could have done because they already have a blueprint for it.
Mm-hmm.
Having third years face their mortality as school idols is such a easy thing to do, but they didn't do it.
No.
I They didn't do it. They had the perfect opportunity. The title, the fact that you kept grouping the third years, Mia, Karin, Kanata, and Emma, you group them up together, but they don't really talk about themselves graduating. Like they do talk about the future, but they don't. Like I said, all the emotions that come with graduating and realizing like this is my last year being able to do this with this group. It's such an easy thing to do. It can tug at your emotions.
I feel like they did it in other series.
They did. They did this in the original series.
That's right, they did. But for some reason, that one was a million times better, while this one was just, "Don't worry, Karin, we will always be friends." Okay, I'll stop crying.
I mean, they could do it to where when they actually graduate, then we get all the emotions that come with it. But there's not been a Love Live that is going past 2 seasons. And
No, not yet. Not unless they decide to bring back the original series,
yeah,
which I wouldn't mind watching.
they always have the movies, so maybe we'll have to hold out for that. But I don't know. I just felt like this was the perfect opportunity. Like I said, given the title, given what they were talking about, but they chose not to take the shot.
So disappointing.
What else happened this damned episode?
Mia taught everybody.
Oh yeah, Mia was she's apparently a great teacher, but all her students only can score a 55. So
Which,
maybe she's not that great.
How was that passing? I thought that was failing.
I
Last
think
time I checked.
I
Unless
think
it's like on a curve or something.
I think Japan is like I think failing is like failing. You know what I mean? Like if you get less than a 50, you fail.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is. Like as long as you have above a 50, you just get passing marks. You know, obviously it's still not good, but yeah. Which Kari should be ashamed of yourself. You're a third year. What the hell?
I know, and she's acting like a bum. She's just coasting by, like, yeah, I got my modeling career. I don't know I don't know my way from going one way to another when it comes to the GPS, but hey, I'm a model.
Kari might be the funniest character in the series because she doesn't care. Like she's such a child, but she doesn't care. She's getting
She's
taken care of everybody else. Like you said, she can't follow directions. She's not good at school, but she's just like, whatever.
she's basically kind of like how we feel about the series right now. She's just coasting.
Just aimlessly. Yeah, she's a good representation for this season.
And you know what? If Karin doesn't care, why should I?
Yeah, and she's a third year, so which means just one more year of this shit, and then we're out.
Yeah, I mean, she's halfway done. She's like, yeah, I'm completely checked out. I'm like almost done. Whenever I'm done singing, I'm just gonna say peace out, guys.
Yeah. So, I mean, Karin's a cool character, so I guess I'll let it slide. Yeah, I really, I really don't have much to say about this.
Yeah, that episode was just, like I said, just very meh, very boring. It's the episode after that I'm like, all right, we got to dig into this one.
And I'm just looking through it. It's just, oh well, okay, that's what we got in this episode also. Basically, Setsuna telling us that she's going to relinquish her
Oh yeah,
student council president spot.
it was so little, I completely forgot about it. But yeah, you're right. She was just basically like, I'm stepping down. You can take over for me now, Fumi.
Man, damn. And yeah, they just have that talk, and it just doesn't feel impactful.
No, it's very short. Like I said, I kind of forgot about it.
I don't really have much to add to that. I just, again, you'll see the theme with my complaints with this season. I wish emotions ran more high with that. It's just kind of like Setsuna just going, I'm stepping down. I want to focus on being an idol. You got next.
You know what it's like?
What?
She pulled a Vince McMahon. She went out on stage. She said, "Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the show and have a good night." And then she just left.
That's it. You got
That's
nothing
it.
else to say.
It's like, yep, that's it.
God, and that's how the season's going to end. It's just like, yeah, this is the last episode.
Pretty much.
You guys enjoyed? No? Well, fuck you. Over.
What? No? Well, fuck you. We still got your money.
I wonder if Mifune is going to have to wear the glasses to become president.
You know that's a requirement. Whenever you're any kind of authority, you have to wear glasses.
Hmm? Unless you know that unless them know that you're smart.
Always true.
We saw and Rena running together, so little more of that relationship because we know those two are close. So
Yeah, that's true.
good thing they didn't forget about that.
I I is just always running, always physically active. Wow. Rena's like, if I could make an expression right now, it, it would be "fuck you."
Tired
My
as
sides
fuck.
hurt.
Oh man. Oh, I'm trying to find the college thing because I think it was this episode. Let me see.
I thought it was the one after.
Yeah, no, okay, I found it. They said, let me see. Mia, don't you need to study? Nope, no need to. I was actually in college back in the States.
Oh my god. She she's so smart. She was college when she was 12.
What is, I guess she's a music major or something, I guess.
Right. How do you go to college? It's like, no, 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 no. You're doing it all wrong. It's da 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 da.
What?
Now play that.
uh, yeah, yeah. Mia's a brainiac. Mia's
He's a
what?
burger maniac.
Yes, it's in the food.
Hamburgers are the natural smart people food.
We already got Tony Stark's daughter in his. So who would Mia's daughter be? She would be like Doctor Strange's daughter or something. I don't know who else is a smart MCU character.
Isn't okay, yeah, because Iron Man is smart. I guess maybe Bruce Banner
Oh yeah, that works
when
too.
he's not the Hulk. When he's the Hulk, he gets really dumb and he's like, "I'm gonna smash you." But then when he's Bruce Banner, he's really smart.
Yeah, yeah, that could work. Doctor Strange, Bruce Banner, take your votes. Who's the daughter?
Drop the comment down below.
Um, Episode 12, the latest episode.
Frickin' Kanata was the fucking doctor slash therapist in this whole episode.
Yeah, everybody kept asking her for stuff. Which, if I was Kanata, I'd be annoyed.
Yeah. Well, she seemed kind of annoyed at the end. She was like, "What again?" when, when when that group of other from another school came and they're like, "We need your advice." Girl, I don't need any more people asking me for advice. Just let me sleep.
Yeah, just leave me alone. Why are you guys so needy? There's so many
You
other members in the club. You're asking me like ask Satsuna, ask fucking Bruce Banner's daughter, Mia.
Yeah, ask Mia. She's so smart.
Yeah.
But Kadada's just like trying to do something nice for her sister, and then Yu's like, "Help me." Okay, fine. Here's my advice. And then she thought it was over. Yumu comes. You got a moment? Oh, I guess. It's just turned into let me roll this up, bring it back home, and then
Yeah.
that's when the group was like, "We need your help. You ain't taking this away from me. This is mine."
That was a fun. That was funny. She was just so on the fence of this. Like you're not taking away my sister's present.
And it's just like, but we need your advice. Again.
Yeah. Well, this was a good moment for Kanata senpai. I've always liked that. Uh, she really does act like a senpai, and
She really does.
yeah, whenever she's called upon, because despite all the sleepiness and stuff like that, whenever whenever people are serious, she'll respond in kind. So, uh, eh.
It's like a tired when she says it. So it's just like, whoa. I'm
I wonder. I don't know. Why I just thought about this. I wonder who would be hardest to find, Otari or Karin.
for not. Oh, oh, okay, I got you. Well, Karin has a GPS now, so
They had to track her ass.
they tracked her with a freaking. And of course, fucking Rita made that. Just made it. She's just like, don't worry, we won't lose her again. Why? Because I created a cool kitty necklace with a built-in GPS.
And I like that we didn't know what it was. I thought it was just a present at first. I don't think they ever said that's what it was at first. And then you kind of I understand like, oh, that's what it was for. Cause they're just like, Kari, this looks cute on you. I think you should try it. And she's like, kawaii. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't think anything of it till that happened. I was like, oh, they don't want to lose her ass so bad. They put a GPS tracker on her.
Like, I don't. I'm pretty bad at directions. I've never seen anything like. Well, I have seen something like Kari, but it's just, it is disgusting. She ended up at a baseball stadium, And then of course Mia being the merc and that she is, she's like, I fucking love baseball.
I love baseball. This is amazing.
Which Love Live get with the times. Baseball is still a very popular sport in the States,
Mm-hmm.
but it is not the
Football,
most
depending.
popular anymore.
No, no, it's all about football and basketball.
Yeah. Get with the times. Get with the times.
I would like to see a football anime.
I think oh well
Not
anime,
soccer.
I don't know if we have that. I know it's been a football manga.
That'd be interesting.
I
I
think
wouldn't mind seeing it.
I think it was written about Yusuke Murata, the artist of One Punch Man.
Really?
What was it called? I think it was called Eye Shield 21.
Oh, that sounds familiar. I think I got it. Well, now time for a dodgeball anime, and then we'll be complete.
I guess we don't have that, or at least I don't know about it. But yeah, Kari lost. Rena Genius. This episode was all about what we were talking about before. You and Ayumu pursuing what they want to do,
I'm
and
going to London. I'm going to enter myself into a contest.
yeah, which it's like for what they were saying, Ayumu said like I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. There shouldn't have been like this big drama concerning that to me.
I agree. 2 weeks is 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then it's like
Not like 2 years.
you guys, we're set in a futuristic time or modern times. You guys can contact each other. 2 weeks is not a long time.
Right, you can text one another. Hey,
But
how's it going? Oh, just in London.
maybe Ayumu's just scared that her girlfriend's going to get taken away.
I guess he thinks that she's gonna get snatched up by somebody.
Yeah, you're not with other women, are you?
No, of course not. Just the 12 other women I'm in a group with.
Oh man. Um. Yeah. Then there was the whole thing of the other idols that helped them along the way that they were cheering on for their performances. And they were doing it
Okay.
online or something. So
Yeah, they were streaming on YouTube, like how we're doing right now, and they were basically just like, "Here we go, 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 guys, go, make it and do it." And then water started shooting up everywhere.
yeah. We got Perry in the chat. I'm here to save EA like I'm Vince in the '90s. Vince Carter.
Maybe
Vince.
Vince McMahon, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay. I don't think that's a good thing. I don't think that comment's going to age well once we find out more about Mr. Vince.
Mr. Vince, I paid her off, McMahon.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of not that we didn't know who he
Right.
was. It's well
Just right.
documented, but
Hmm. He's
um
always had these kind of scandals. Anything from the steroid scandal to you name it, just anything and everything. He's just that kind of guy.
yeah, but as we have as history has shown us, especially when someone passes or they just aren't in a position of power, uh see Suge Knight, whenever that happens, you're going to hear more unfiltered truths that just never would have seen the light of day because of uh the person in question standing. You know, when you're not in power anymore, people are going to feel more emboldened to tell the truth about you. And the fact that Vince has his reputation already, and he's been in the position he's been in, the I don't know what I'm going to find out about him.
He pulled down his pants at a meeting one day and he said, "Kiss my ass."
They could literally say anything about him, and I would probably believe it.
I mean, this is coming from a guy who literally pulled his ass down on television and had someone kiss it.
And someone who scripted that he kiss another man's ass.
Yeah. I got a perfect idea. William Regal, you're gonna kiss my ass on the television. And he's just like, I'm sorry, how does that help me?
He is a man that should never live out his fan fictions.
Oh my god, you're so true about that.
Dangerous. Um yeah, this episode, I don't know. Is there anything you wanted to talk about? Because I'm just like, I'm looking through it. I'm just like,
Not really. This is pretty much setting up the fact that they're gonna have one final concert at the last episode, and then we're just that's gonna be it. It's gonna be nothing more than just, hey, we did a thing. Remember that time? Oh yes.
I just thought about this too. I like the fact that this show. Oh, I don't like it, but it's just funny to me that they barely animate stuff. They have a lot of montages and just still frames
Yeah.
and panning and do that all the time. Yeah, I don't, cause I don't care about these other idols.
Me neither. Other than maybe Mia, but that's just because she speaks English.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the ones that we had at the end that were helping them.
Oh,
I'm just like,
I see what you mean.
whatever.
You guys can do it. I'm sorry, who are they? Are we supposed to feel encouraged and like be a tear-jerking moment?
I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. But I guess the important part, or the part I care about, is the whole you and the Yumu thing, which we've already said this before. I think if they went the whole Yuri route, this would have been a lot more interesting to me.
Yeah, go full Yuri.
It's just, I don't know. Especially since we know that Yumu is a borderline yandere. It have made this a lot more interesting. But since they're just good friends, I'm just like, okay, you're just being apart from each other for 2 weeks. It's not that serious.
It's not at all.
Yeah. So they're going to do their individual things. I forgot where Yumu said that she was going to go.
London.
Oh, okay, London. Because somebody had wrote her, and you is going to enter some competition. I guess
they wrote her, and they're like, "I want you to come to London with me." Could be some creepy guy.
Yeah, she's going to be like now. Anime version of Taken.
Yeah, Yumu gets taken. It just turns a completely different.
The whole series changes. That's what the next movie is going to be about.
Oh my god, Ayumu like calls you and says, "You help me." Listen, Ayumu, you're about to be taken. I have a certain set of skills, and I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna save you. So get under the bed.
Oh, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you. That you has to give that speech. I don't know what you want. If you let a Yumu go now, that will be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
Woo! And you just hear a voice in the background. Oh, good luck. It's just Mickey Mouse.
Just Mickey Mouse.
Oh no! I got one. Well, I got one even better. Oh, good luck.
It could be Mickey Mouse. I mean, I think Mickey Mouse is going to be in the public domain soon.
That's right. That's going to be so cool.
Let's see. When does it enter the public domain? I know it's coming up soon. I just don't remember the exact date.
I fucks with Mickey.
Oh my god! You already seen what they're doing with the Winnie and Pooh, right?
Yeah, they turned it into a horror movie.
Winnie and Pooh, Blood and Honey. What the fuck?
I mean, Hey, I give it credit for being original, but I ain't gonna watch it.
I think I'll. Well, you'll know EA because I think I gave you the Mafia family role, so you'll be at it whenever I watch it. But I think depending on where it comes out at, I'll make it like a Savage Mob watch through, and everybody
Oh,
will
okay.
join, and then we'll
That'd
watch
be
it.
cool. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, because
I'll watch it then.
usually we always have like events, usually with boxing or some MMA thing. So that that feels like something that's going to be so stupid that we all have to watch. So
Yeah, that'd be fun.
matter of fact, when does that come out? Let me see.
I want to say
Winnie
later this year.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Maya Taylor, Blood and Burgers. This isn't ketchup.
I eat it raw.
Let's see. When does this come out? It's just the picture they use of Winnie the Pooh just in the car, and then the shading is dark, and it's like it has like this red filter. It's just
Oh bother!
oh yeah. I think that was like one of what was the tagline? They had like this tagline that made me laugh so hard. It might have been that though.
Oh bother! I can just imagine like a really low, just echoed. Oh bother!
I gotta find it. Oh please, somebody! I have to find that. I think okay. Let's see. I think this is it. Yeah, it is. It is. It
It's oh
is.
bother.
Yes, literally. I'll s-
Oh,
I'll,
that's
s-
great.
I'll send you the tweet. It's at the bottom of it.
This isn't your 100-acre woods. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh bother! Oh my god.
Oh
Oh, that's
man,
hilarious.
I don't. Let's see. Release date.
I feel like it's the end of this year.
Hmm. Okay, there's no official release date yet,
All right.
as far as I can see. But
They're gonna work to perfect it.
yeah. 2 weeks apart is like a girl's trip. She 100% cheating. Perry says. Well, yeah. If it's that's why I said if they were actually a couple, this would be so interesting because
Yeah.
then you could put in a whole insecure type of thing in there. I mean, you could still do it with friends, but I don't think it works as well. I think the romantic angle just makes the drama a little better because like I said, we've already seen that a Yumu is sort of unhinged in the first season. Like she had the whole yandere eyes and everything, and then she had the
He
one scene
did.
where she was like, "Don't leave me," and I was like, "Wait, what the fuck?" She's like, "Yandere." It's going to be
Don't
like
leave
future
me.
diary. But yeah, and it's also the fact that I've said it before. This is Yu harem show.
Yep.
She has plenty of women um that are draped all over her. So a Yumu being kind of afraid in those 2 weeks would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. She's just gonna be well, she's gonna be thinking to herself, I wonder what Yu's doing right now. And you just see I'm not. Yeah, you just see Ayumu kind of like thinking, and Yu's just going you know that anime laugh
Yeah.
they do with and she's got all the women around her, and she just starts shaking her head. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Make it happen, Love Live. You're too afraid though.
Yeah, Love Live don't have the guts.
Yeah. But I think that about covers everything in these 4 episodes.
We did it.
Yeah, so it is one more episode to talk about of Love Live Nijigasaki Season 2.
We will watch that drunk.
I
No.
would
Okay.
if it wasn't subtitles. Because with subtitles, I really,
It
for
goes
me,
into two. You're
no,
just like,
it's more
wait, why
so
is it splitting?
it's more so I can't really focus whenever I drink.
I
Like
gotcha.
I'm still functioning and whatnot, but really like looking at something and actually registering what's being seen with my eyes, it's a daunting task being drunk for me. So if it wasn't subtitles, I would probably be good, but yeah. So I will be sober, but whether or not I'll be drunk when we do the podcast is an entirely different matter. So last episode to talk about next week, probably around the same time. We will be there. We will be ready. So I'm interested to see how they ended. We'll probably just get the cliche. Everybody performing at the concert. And I will probably end up being just disappointed.
And you, with all of her harem ladies that are like draped around her. No, could you?
Oh man, she's gonna have like damn near everybody in the club. Cause like, well, what was her body count? She has Langzhu. She has Kazumi.
Yeah, definitely.
She has.
You got. I swear she has everybody.
I don't think she has. I don't think she has Emma.
Yeah, maybe not Emma. I mean, Rena, you don't know if she has her or not because of her face.
Yeah. Who else is there? Oh, Setsuna. Yeah, she has
Oh,
Setsuna.
she fell on top of Setsuna. She definitely has her.
Yeah. So, yeah. I understand your worries, Yumu. I understand it. It's too bad the show doesn't understand that these girls are kind of like,
Love each other.
yeah. It's kind of hard to keep doing what they're doing and just saying they're just friends. No. No, they're not. That's why the show has so many fucking fan fictions and shipping wars and things like that, because you guys won't do it. But yeah, next Saturday will be the end of the Nichi podcast.
Hooray. I mean, oh.
Oh, and honestly, I love talking to EA about this, but I haven't been too excited with everything that's been going on. That's why you have the title. That's why you have the thumbnail. And I'm also just worn down with all the podcasts I've been doing. If I have a bad week, I will have 4 podcasts for that week. Because I always have KOA. We both have KOA every Monday on C's channel. Then Tuesday, I have the Oxen Rap podcast with my co-host who's in the chat, Perry. And then we were doing it consistently, but we kind of fell off. But we're back Saturdays, the NijiPodcast.
One more.
And then there are some weeks it's been like every other week that I have the One Punch Man podcast, which I do with plethora of people. So if I have a bad week, which this is that bad week, because I've had KOA, I had the Oxen Rap podcast, I had the One Punch Man podcast, and I'm doing the Niji podcast right now. So I am worn down. I am potted out. And not to mention the M5 podcast, which I do whenever we want. That has a lot more freedom. So if it's really bad, I will have 5 podcasts a week. So it's just tiring. But
it really is.
We almost done.
That's right. We are almost done.
Yeah, we stuck with it. That's all you can ask out of us. So be prepared for the final episode of Love Live Nijigasaki Season 2. Be prepared for the final podcast, but this definitely won't be it for me and EA. I don't think we will do anything next season, but we will definitely collaborate on a different series down the line on this channel, maybe even on his channel.
Yeah.
So
yeah, on my channel I have Rent a Girlfriend coming up, so that's gonna be fun. That's second season, July 1st. Me, C, and Rising. So that's gonna be fun to do.
Yeah, so anybody who's been watching us consistently, definitely go on his channel and check that out. I'll definitely be in the chat as I was last time, because not a reader, not a watcher of Rent a Girlfriend, but I am a fan from afar, at least a fan of every controversy that comes along with it. So should be fun.
Yes, and we are definitely haters. We love to hate this show.
Appreciate everybody who showed up. Jay, Perry, we out.